Good morning. This is All India Radio Kohima. The morning news read by Nobin Pradhan. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan yesterday interacted with health secretaries and mission directors of National Health Mission of states and union territories on the vaccination of age-appropriate groups through a video conference. During the meeting, states were explained about the three methods of registration, which are advanced self-registration, on-site registration, and facilitated cohort registration. States have been explained that during the vaccination drive from next month, private hospitals can charge up to 250 rupees per dose of COVID-19 vaccination, along with the electronic and financial management mechanism. During the meeting, the simplified system of certifying people with 20 comorbidities within the 45 to 59 years of age group was also explained to the states. They include heart failure with hospital admission in past 1 year, post-cardiac transplant, kidney and liver transplant recipient or on wait list, leukemia, lymphoma, HIV infection, diabetes and hypertension on treatment, and severe respiratory disease with hospitalization in the last 2 years. Health Ministry has asked all the private health facilities which will serve as government COVID vaccination centers to follow strict norms of due process, quality and safety, including integration with the National Co-Win technology platform. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio today at 11 a.m. It'll be the 74th episode of the monthly radio program. It'll be broadcast on the entire network of AIR and Doordarshan and also on AIR News website, www.newsonair.com and News on Air mobile app. It'll also be streamed live on the YouTube channels of AIR, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will be repeated at 8 in the evening. Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde has called for reducing dependence on courts by encouraging parties to opt for pre-litigation mediation, which has a way of solving problems, both civil and criminal, which arises from similar disputes. He made the remarks while speaking at the inaugural function of a new centenary building of the Patna High Court yesterday. The Chief Justice of the Apex Court said, "Litigation is fine and making provisions for litigation is fine, but it is time to resort to pre-litigation mediation." He said disputes solved through pre-litigation mediations made a big difference to the feeling among disputants besides reducing dependence upon courts. He said the theory of separation of powers does not imply a hostility between the branches of the government. Justice Bobde also spoke about the use of technology for speedy dispensation of justice and sought to allay fears that use of artificial intelligence in judicial work could affect decision-making by the judges. The Union Government has clarified that no new provision has been made with regard to blocking of content in the recently issued Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code rules. The Centre yesterday said that certain misgivings are being raised regarding Rule 16 of the new guidelines, which mentioned that in case of emergency nature, interim blocking directions may be issued by Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. In a statement, the INB Ministry said that the same rules was being exercised by the Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology since the past 11 years. Now, under the new rule, this provision will be exercised by the INB Secretary in place of IT Secretary. And in sports news, Nagaland beat Manipur by 17 runs at the ongoing Vijay Hazare Trophy 2020-21 played at Chennai. Put into bat, Nagaland scored 257 runs, losing 9 wickets in 50 overs. Chasing the target, Manipur managed to score 240 runs, losing 9 wickets in 50 overs. Nagaland will play the last league match against Arunachal Pradesh on 1st March. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water, or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. And that's all the news we have for you this morning. Have a nice day.